Unavoidable.
Holy ridiculous.
All the mini maps designed not with
Message sent. Three down.
What's up YouTube, it's Dr. Zor helping cure you from being a noob. Today I'm going to show you the ultimate aim routine that will improve your aim, and best of all, it only takes 10 minutes to do. The best thing about this is all about in-game practice, along with a little twist at the end. I know a lot of players are talking about using KovaaK and Aim Lab. This was popular for Fortnite, but I have actually never seen a CSGO pro or Valorant pro claim to have practiced on it, and I personally believe the best practice is in the actual game itself, practicing the actual game mechanics. I will review the fundamentals here again on aiming, but make sure to check out my full guide for in-depth tips to improve your aim. If this video helps, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment on what part of your aim needs the most work. I also stream on Twitch, so make sure to follow that, as well as Twitter and Instagram. Enough being said, let's get into it.
With the boom pound. Every week now I switch to a new sound. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in a new sound. Yeah, lead a cloud with a few now.
Jumping right into it, the most important thing to practice is your crosshair placement and your ability to make quick aim adjustments to get your crosshair on the enemy's head. This is called flicking. You want the crosshair placement to ensure you get the headshot, and then being able to do the quick flicks as needed to adjust your aim. The best way to practice this is going into the training range, putting armor on for the bots, and setting the difficulty to medium and playing around with the Phantom or Vandal. From there, you want to practice that crisp headshot aiming. Once the bot spawns, try to flick to its head as quickly as you can to grab the frag. Start off slow and progress to going faster and faster. If you're a beginner, you may want to start on easy mode and be able to flick and grab 30 headshots on that mode first before going into medium. Do not give yourself a pat on the back if you eliminate the bot with a body shot. The focus here is being as quick as possible, but also as precise as possible, making sure you're hitting majority headshots. Medium mode is the ultimate training, as it gives you enough time to land a crispy headshot, but not enough time to reward yourself with body shots. If you master this mode and get 25 to 30 eliminations consistently, your aim will be nice and crispy, and you'll be able to get those headshots and also be able to do minute flicks to adjust your aim as necessary. I would do this as my primary mode of practice. Do this 2 to 3 times before you get into your actual games. Alright, we got the big guns out of the way, so we're now going to jump into training the little guns that are just as important. And we're going to practice smooth tracking now. This is the second most important aim mechanic in the game, and it involves taking your time, tracking the enemy's head, and shooting as precisely as you can. We just practiced the flicks, so now we need to practice being smooth, and this is most important in the pistol rounds, where you need to take your time and slowly tap your weapon when you're lined up at the head, and this will do you a lot better than spamming bullets as fast as you can. If you're spamming as fast as you can, you have to deal with the recoil, and if you're mid or long range, you're more likely to aim too high or hit body shots, which will take you 4 to 6 bullets to eliminate the player, versus taking your time and landing that one tap, which will be more satisfying and quicker to eliminate the enemy. What I like to do to practice my smooth tracking is taking away the bot armor, still going at medium difficulty, and then using the ghost or sheriff to aim with. From there, I'm going to take my time to line up my crosshair with the bot's head, and then tapping 1 to 2 times for the elimination. Again, this mode gives you the most realistic time frame to skillfully eliminate an enemy with fast rifle flicks or with smooth pistol shots. For smooth tracking, the big key is going for quality rather than quantity. Again, with the pistols, you want to allow the recoil to reset before firing your next shot, so you're as accurate as possible. Even if you're close range, you may want to slow down your firing just a tad to give that space and time for you to adjust your aim before hitting your shot. Practice this mode 1 to 2 times before your games, and you'll notice that your smooth tracking will improve drastically. Alright, so those are the 2 key aim mechanics that you need to get down in order to be good at your aim: the smooth tracking and flicking, along with the appropriate crosshair placement. This will send you miles ahead of aiming compared to other players. From here on, we're going to be performing drills to further enhance those techniques and get that muscle memory in your brain on how to aim. Now we're gonna hop onto the 100 bots mode and spawn them all at once, and from here there are 4 drills that I like to do. First off is a bit of a warm-up. Just casually take your time and go from one bot to the next, doing spray downs of no more than 10 bullets on a bot and ensuring you land that headshot. Again, if you find yourself hitting too many body shots, reset, take your time a little bit more, and ensure you have the crosshair placed appropriately, and then go from there nice and slow and progressively go faster. Once you start getting into the rhythm, you're spraying at random bots, getting those headshots, getting a little bit more comfortable, we go into the bigger drills. The second drill here is going to be the close flicks. Pick one half of the training range, either the left or the right, and just practice flicking between bots on that area. When you're in game, there will be scenarios where multiple enemies are pushing a choke point and you have to eliminate one and then do a small flick adjustment to eliminate the other. The big purpose of this drill is to enhance that ability to perform those small flicks. Do this for 1 minute and then go on to the third drill. And the third drill is flicking back and forth between the sides now. Same utilization as the second drill, you may need to make bigger aim adjustments, and this drill will help you get that extra flicking ability at further distances. Combine the second and third drill together and you now are able to flick onto most enemies regardless of where they may be. Again, do this for another 1 minute and then go into the fourth drill on this mode. The fourth and last drill ties the 3 drills that we just did all together and is the most intense of all. This drill works on quickly adjusting your aim if multiple enemies pop up at different positions and you need to eliminate one and immediately flick onto the other. This drill deals a lot with your mindset, and that's going to be the key to getting this drill to be effective. Pick 2 bots that are relatively close by, like for drill number 2, and then plan to eliminate the first bot and quickly flick to the second bot as fast as you can to eliminate them. Again, working on quickly eliminating one enemy and flicking to the other. Do this again another 1 minute and then move on to picking 2 pods again, but this time pick one on the left side and one on the right half and focus on eliminating one and then quickly flicking to the other side and eliminating the second one. Again, these 2 drills sound pretty similar to the second and third one on this mode, but it's all about training the planning process and again that mental mindset. In this case, you see 2 enemies on your screen and you need to transfer your aim quickly from one to the other or you're dead. Again, we're going to do this for another 1 minute, and if you really want to get fancy, you can also plan and target 3 bots with this drill as well and try to flick between the 3 bots. Last but not least, we have come to the final drill that hones in everything that I talked about in this video, and the way we do it is actually going to be a little surprising to you. All this practice so far has been with stationary bots, which is actually okay for Valorant since most players will stop and shoot you and thus are stationary when you engage in the aim duel, but you can be that bit faster if you stop earlier than they do and you already have flicked or smoothly tracked onto their head, and this is going to practice that. So to practice this, you need moving targets, and the best place I found to practice this is actually on Counter-Strike. Riot has unfortunately decided not to allow community mods onto the game, but Valve gladly welcomes it, and thus this fast aim / reflex training map was made. Counter-Strike mechanics are very similar to Valorant's, so practicing your aim in this game is actually pretty useful. In this custom map, bots are going to run at you from multiple directions and distances, and the goal for this drill is to find them as quickly as possible and eliminate them with the spray to the head before they can come in and knife you. The bots in this map actually run pretty naturally versus the strafing in the Valorant training range that is not natural at all and honestly not worth practicing on. The map is great for you to practice your flicks, find the enemies quickly so that they can't run up and knife you, and this is actually very hard to do. Since these enemies run pretty naturally, you can also practice tracing the enemy's head as they run as you would in Valorant with the pistols or on a moving target. I will usually switch things up as I go on this map. First off, I start off flicking and trying to find the enemies and snapping onto their heads. If I miss the initial spray, I will then resort to the smooth tracking to get to the enemy's head before spraying again for the headshot. And this is, in my opinion, the most optimal practice. You get everything in here if you practice on the map properly. Flick onto the enemies first and then smoothly track if you miss and then rinse and repeat. I find this to be the most beneficial to my aim, so I usually spend a good 5 minutes or so on this map. Yes, it's on a different game, but there's no way to practice aiming on moving targets in Valorant at this time besides actually playing the game itself. So for now, I found this map to be insanely good and highly recommend players to try it out. That's all I have for this video. If it helped you out, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see from me next. I know a lot of you guys are new players, so I want to get you guys prepared for what Valorant brings to the table. So let me know what's up. Do you need help with agents? Do you need tips on your aim? Leave them all in the comments down below. I'm Dr. Zora, helping cure you from being a noob, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.